CVA's Accuracy Series, Bergara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
All right, welcome back, everyone. This week's Picture of the Week being brought to you by Flowers Deer Processing. Let me tell you something, they're busy.
They're busy right now. This past weekend, they took in quite a few, and I believe Saturday, you better have to get in line.
They're going to have to call in the troops.
You have to get in line Saturday.
You're going to have to pick a number.
Yeah.
So what we got here tonight, Brandon?
Man, we got some good ones up here tonight. Yeah, look at this young man right here. This is 10-year-old Wyatt Lacey, and this is actually a friend of Chris's here that they had this sent in, and this is a Wilson County buck that he got on juvenile weekend. So we want to say congratulations to Wyatt on a fantastic deer. Yes, that is a stud. Our next picture here, this is Richard Hill, and Richard killed this nice buck in Stewart County this past weekend, opening day of muzzleloader, and we want to say congratulations to him. It's a beautiful rack on that deer.
Chocolate Hershey chocolate rack.
You don't see them like that too often. Our next picture, this is my buddy Noah Gwynn here. A lot of guys might remember we had a show where I took him turkey hunting this past spring. Excuse me, and he was able to get a turkey, but this is him with the buck that he shot this past week on the juvenile hunt, or 2 weekends ago on the juvenile hunt. Yeah. So congratulations to Noah. And our last picture here, you guys are going to recognize this fella. This is our buddy Wes Stone.
That's Wes.
And he was on with us just last week, and he went down to Dixon County and got a real nice 10-pointer this past Saturday. So we want to say congratulations to Wes on that one.
Can I just add something? I want you to look at Wes. Can we go back one more time? Look at the way he's posturing. Did you know that?
He's got his pose figured out there, doesn't he? There he is.
See, he's posturing on somebody else's truck.
He is.
I done this, is what he's saying.
I did this.
Yeah, he did. Looks like he was making the transfer or something.
Just remember, we love you.
Yeah, we do. And good luck to you in Illinois this week, because I know he's after some good ones this week. Guys, y'all can send your pictures to us here at the studio. Better yet, though, just send them to us on Facebook or Instagram. We'll get them there and get them over here to the show just as quick as we can for you guys.
Yeah, I just wanted everybody to notice that Wes conned somebody into backing up another
truck.
I
don't know what that was all about. He must have had his buddy taking him to Flowers for him or something.
Going on.
he figured he wouldn't wait in line. He'd let his buddies go there with him.
His buddies just wait. I'm telling you. Hey, we got a great show for you tonight. We have with us one of my oldest, dearest friends, Jake Davis, is on here with us, along with Don Mahenny. Don is over the Smyrna Basset Bulldogs. There in Smyrna. And Don, you brought up a good point, and I want to reiterate a little bit more on it, because you know, to play sports, you always had to be an athletic kind of person. You know, we figured like 6 foot, 200 pounds, something like that. You know, that could hold you on. But that's not the case. This is bass fishing, and if you can fling a rod or throw a bait, and if you can chunk and wind
and be coachable,
now that's true. Be coachable. Can listen to a little directions and know a little bit about safety and keep a little common sense about you. The world's wide open to you.
Absolutely.
As far as fishing's concerned, I mean, and my goodness, we're all different shapes and sizes. We all love to fish. You know, so there's nothing is a prerequisite to being a part of a high school bass fishing team.
And that's what I was saying. You don't have to be an experienced angler to fish on a high school bass fishing team. I have 2 young gentlemen that, as of last year, have never probably held a fishing rod in their hand.
Yeah.
Have already won one little tournament, placed 11th in a big tournament we had on Old Hickory. And that's Chris Cooper and his partner Ray Ray. So you don't have to be an experienced angler, so don't let that intimidate you. You know, as long as you can get on that boat and listen to your boat captain, you're gonna catch some fish.
Okay, here's now the boat captain's the coach. I would say is the coach. Yeah. You know, does the coach? And I want to ask you this: do you think the coach should listen a little bit to the kids about where to go? Maybe let's try a point, let's try rocks, let's try
that's great that you say that, because
this is a
they
good
have
point.
to do that. They have to tell me where they want to go.
See, I like that.
Yes. Okay. I can't even open at that live well and put a fish in for them.
You're just driving the boat.
All I do is drive the boat.
In case of a medical emergency, you're there.
Exactly. And if Don wants to, you know, the boat captain, like Don, if he wants to coach them, they have to put all the rods on the deck and they sit down and he can coach them, but they can't be fishing. He's got to call a timeout on them and say, okay, hang on, we need to regroup for a second. Y'all need to think about what you're doing. Give them a little coaching, then they can let them go back to fishing.
But now, Don, on your team that you coach, and you coach several, do y'all have like a classroom or a time during school when you're not on the water that you can sit down and go, hey guys or gals, we're going to talk about jerkbait, how to use a jerkbait, you know, or how to use a finesse or a drop shot? Do you have those opportunities?
Yeah,
during
we
school?
do. As you know, I teach there.
Right.
And we do have meetings they come to. We've had guest speakers come in there and do demonstrations. We haven't had any yet this year, but we have last year. In community involvement is a big thing, especially for my seniors, like going out and helping putting out fish habitats and things like that. So they're really involved in a lot of that. So
that was huge. But so whenever you're out on the boat, the kids are the ones that are doing it.
Absolutely.
It's their turn.
And it takes, I'm going to tell you, it takes a lot of patience to sit in that behind that steering wheel for 8 hours and watch these kids catch all these fish, and usually like, oh man, please let me go.
And now there's schools out there like Gallatin. Hats off to the folks, to the guys up in Gallatin and their coach. Like, I think it's this weekend, they're actually going to get together. All the boat captains, all the teams are going to get together. They're going to go out fishing. Then they're going to come back, and they're going to trade some knowledge and techniques at the ramp in preparation for a tournament that they got coming up on the 17th on Old Hickory with the North Central. But they're more like a football team at that point. Even though each boat competes individually, there is a set of points and there is a top school of the year for each region and in the state. So, you know, the school coaches like Don, he's a school coach and a boat captain, they try and get their teams to help each other. You know, the teams that are doing, the boat teams that are doing really good, they try and share that knowledge out there and train up the other kids that maybe not be so good at it. You know. So and Gallatin's got it. Gallatin and Mount Juliet has got it down pat.
Well, here's the one thing. But on game day, is there truly an I in team?
I would hope. I would hope.
Yeah, there has to be.
They're not supposed to be calling each other. Okay,
no,
boat captains can talk to each other, but they're not supposed to be saying, hey, we're doing this and this is how we're catching them. But that morning, before we blast them off, there should be each of those schools are getting together and having a strategy.
Right.
You know, they've been up there practicing. I know Franklin County and Mount Juliet, all of them that I know of, allow the kids Friday off before the tournament. So they go out and they get to practice as a team. I would like to hope and think that entire school team gets together before blast off on Saturday morning and say, hey, this is where we found them yesterday, this is the type of stuff to look for. They're not giving them grid coordinates, but if you got somebody struggling, they're saying, hey, we found them on points, the wind was coming out of the south, we got on the downwind side of it, and that's where we found them at. Or we found them against Bluff Rock or something like that. I know there's a lot of coaches, Franklin does it, Franklin County does it all the time. But, you know, during the day, during tournament day, it's just like when you and I are fishing against each other, Bo.
They're high school boys.
It's man on.
There's going to be some competition.
It's boat on boat, and they will. And you talk about competition, you know, we're talking high school here. There's another side of this. They're about this tall. Juniors. Yeah. And you talk about some tournament talking, schmack talking.
This is smack coming. I know one.
Yeah, I can hear little Deacon right now.
I can hear Deacon Blair right now.
Yep, Deacon Blair. He's well trained by Daddy. Daddy trained him well.
He's been in it a while.
I tell you what, Dayton don't stand a chance against Deacon now, I'm telling you.
He's taught him too well.
You know, and we got programs training out there. We have, last summer we held a angler training camp down on Lake Gunnersville, where I brought in some of the best pros on the lake who were guides because of insurance reasons. We had Alex Davis there and Jimmy Mason, several of the guys. Took them out, taught them what a pro does at the pro tournament level, what they do at team tournament levels. Had Rex Chambers in there and some of those guys as well that fish the ABT.
Yeah.
To teach these kids, this is what we do to prepare for a tournament. They've taken that knowledge that they learned that weekend and come back to the school. Jackson went down from Smyrna, Bass and Bulldogs, and went to that. And you can see that they learned something there.
That's good. Hold on to these thoughts now. We got to do our product of the week right quick.
This week's product of the week is being sponsored by County Fork Outdoors. You can go see them right here at the Dawson Plaza Shopping Center, or go and see them at the Center Hill Dam exit, right there at the Big Rock Market. Be sure to tell them that we said hello.
That's right.
All right, what I got tonight. This, you know, we had some of this past year that we tried in the field.
Yes.
They've put it out on the market this year, and this is from Buck Yeah. And it's from our friends Pure One Outdoors, Sean Tyson. They put this out. This is their new deer attractant and cover scent that they've got under the Buck Yeah name. And we used this past season and had pretty good luck with it. I've actually had that footage of that one buck one morning that literally came in and just was licking on this stuff. So it has worked pretty well for us. So we wanted to let you guys know about it. You can find them on Facebook. You can go over to the Pure One Outdoors Facebook page, or just simply Google them or look up Buck Yeah. Sean also has a website set up at pureoneoutdoors.com where you can go and order this stuff online and get it sent right to you.
All right. Hey, we got to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Southern Woods and Water.